want reimbursement for the post-it notes because it's getting a little bit out of control for this. So let's just go through this quickly because she's still sleeping and I can't be loud. But I gotta close this up. Okay, so right, because we have this, but this goes back into now switching over because how this kind of relates to when Jim's my father, he's actually a polygamist who has a bunch of wives who are also abusers. They're my abusers too, right? So that's how that ties back in together. It's kind of confusing. So he's actually my father. That's where it gets all fucking sideways, right? I told you it's fucked up. So hopefully you better have somebody to save him because right now he's fucked. But I told you we have Arab money. That's why you guys don't know what's going on. So that's obviously, so that's him with the polygamous situation, right? But then how that got, it's different timelines or whatever else, but they had a baby, right? That's when but so you guys thought we were twins, but it's actually like half, right? And that's really fucked up. So that's how that kind of ties in together. And then they gave this away, but then that goes back to the purge stuff with the sex trafficking and what, but it's not really sex trafficking in the white, with the white rich people, right? They do it a different way. They do it more like a show, and it's really, and then they put it in these secret clubs. It's really fucked up. So that's actually like the core of the cult for the white people. But it ends up turning out that they're actually filming something to sell off to the other countries, and that's why the white man has been on top for so long because of the people funding that fucking entertainment, which is mind fucked us, right? Because when I went off and got married, right? I'm still sucked back into this incestuous family because by society standards they make me all famous in Hollywood, right? And I'm but nobody knows what was really going on behind the scenes, and then I can't hold it together because I'm Mr. Perfect over here, right? And I'm like fucking losing my mind. So just all this stuff with the cheating and everything like that. Why? But because since we were kids, we were brainwashed right into this sick Hollywood fucking situation that leads to all the other stuff. Do you guys get it yet? So hopefully somebody saves these fuckers, right? Because right now they're just fucking sex offenders. So how does that tie in, right? Because they don't actually know what's happening. Because again, they don't have Arab money. They weren't that famous or that rich. But maybe somebody can come in and save them because right now they're gonna need somebody else. But who is really behind these stories, right? Because remember with the kids, and I told you that I could fucking talk to autistic anybody, so don't fucking underestimate that. Right? So that's how they got back at their everybody. They said you guys are fucked, right? So we're gonna go and attack you guys because like we're sick of living in your shadows. You guys don't know shit. And they really don't. And that's the thing. If you understand the internet, that they're actually more famous than these fuckers, right? Like they're not even that famous. But this guy, because he made up a whole bunch of shit, wanted to be the White Knight or whatever else. So that's how he took over for that. So but this is where this is the crossover. Why Jim and him had to get married, because she was really a man, right? Remember with the Robin Williams thing. So then that crosses over there. It's for that takeover, which crosses into the kids, which is back yesterday when the kids kicked Angie and Brad's ass because they were pissed at them too, right? So that ties back around, and then we actually need a woman who actually is like, okay, somebody's got to defend like they're totally fucked, but I gotta kind of save them here, right? Because that's the draws in that feminine thing to tie back into the story. Did you follow?